All right, this is just going to be a quick and dirty kind of Spiky Island tutorial. This is going to go over the beginning bit and then some little later level optimizations as well to save a little bit of time on this stage. So there's going to be a lot of information that's front loaded here because of the, not difficulty, but the intricacies of this trick. So this coyote time jump can actually be done maybe I would say maybe this is about as early as you can do it. You can, before I thought you would have to jump maybe about this far, but you can actually do it way earlier because the most important part is actually what's going to be coming up in a second. So landing over here, there's basically kind of like two sections to this waterfall thing that you can kind of look at. So there's like the dead zone and then a zone that you're trying to hit, which is just the top bit up here. The top bit allows you to ride on the waterfall without getting a jump animation. So you're trying to land within this top area to basically be able to slide all the way across, and is the most important part of this trick. So how I accomplish this personally is if we go back just a little bit and watch my control stick during this clip. We'll go very slowly. You'll see that I'm holding kind of up forward, and then I rock between, I would say, the forward gate and the up forward gate. So what that would look like is, say I'm holding forward, I kind of roll my control stick up to this gate, and then kind of roll it back down to adjust if I need to, because all I really need to do is make the smallest adjustment upwards, and anything that's too far up will cause me to like fall in the water, and too far down will kind of cause me to bounce across the water. So I basically roll my thumbstick up and around in this area a couple times to kind of adjust upwards, and then I go back to holding directly forward. So we can roll back and quickly see what that looks like again. So I go forward, I'm holding forward on the control stick. I roll up, kind of roll in between those little notches to make the ever so slight adjustment upwards, and then land on the ridge. Coming down here, you could, in theory, ride this all the way across and then land on the buoy here. I find it easier to actually land here personally and then keep going. I think in this version of the clip, I actually jump here, which I actually wouldn't recommend. This platform only starts moving once you touch it. So if you can go all the way through this piece of terrain and just touch it as soon as possible, it'll start moving as soon as possible. So you could save like fractions of a second doing that. Here, I actually use this carrot as a visual cue. As soon as I'm like just to the right of this carrot, I can ground pound, so long as I'm not like too far down on this buoy in like this area. So long as I'm in like, I would say like this section of it. You can tell by the ghost here. I would probably recommend staying within the top two lines probably just to be safe. So long as I'm just to the right of this carrot, I can ground pound and I should be able to get up to this ledge up here. Ground pound, it lets me just barely make it onto this ledge. Couple short dash jumps. You can jump all the way from up here all the way onto this platform down here. That was a terrible arrow. This platform down here. But again, I just go down here just because of simplicity's sake. And then again, dash jump. You get a nice bit of momentum here, but again, it doesn't matter too much. Now, the other important trick here is you don't really need to worry about the platform. The platform will usually catch up to you so long as you do like one bounce and then two bounces here. I believe is the amount that I did. We can double check. Let's be safe and double check here how many bounces I did. But I believe it's two. But actually it might be three because of the initial one here. So 1, 2, and then yeah, 3 bounces. Perfect. So after 3 bounces, so 1, 2, 3, I aim to like land right, basically almost inside of this spike wall right here. So once I'm in this spike wall, I'm going to initiate a ground pound. This platform should catch up to me by the time I'm going to land at the bottom of this wall. And then you're just going to want to hold directly right. By doing that, you're actually going to be able to land on top of this set of spikes here and then just damage boost up onto this ledge up here. So right up to the wall, as soon as I'm like basically inside the spike wall, the hitboxes are a bit finicky, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Just ground pound, and then you can land on this set of spikes and damage boost over. So long as you say land in the middle, I say you can make it. There's been a couple times where I've landed on the left side, and I actually don't get enough distance to actually make it up here. So long as you make it to the middle or to the right side of the spikes, you should be able to get enough speed to make it to this side. So again here, a couple short dashes, fall all the way down. Here, again, it's not super important. Just initiate the platform as soon as possible. Again, probably not super important because you could probably hit it all the way back here. I start holding jump here because I want to just jump as quickly as possible to land on this platform. And then I do a couple short jumps. For some reason, breaking this box is very inconsistent. So even if you land here and dash through it, sometimes you'll just run into it for no apparent reason. So the safer bet is to land here and just go around the side of it and just go directly into the platform. You're going to want to dash into this platform and not jump onto it because you'll be able to save a little bit of time right after this section. So fall all the way down, dash into the platform, and by dashing, you actually be able to damage boost through these spikes. Now, another small optimization that I haven't really been doing in some of the ILs that I have uploaded, but if you dash jump, coyote time jump in this section right here, so you dash off coyote time jump, you're going to be able to hit this buoy and keep dash speed. So by doing this, we can keep dash speed and actually completely avoid this platform entirely and just damage boost those spikes and then bounce off of this. Bounce off of this one. You don't need to worry about ground pounding off of these. They give you enough height. And if you're lucky, you'll be able to just cusp that and then dash over to the end. And that should get you a relatively decent time on this map. I think the 33 that I had might have been inflated a little bit because this time was really good and it's almost 4 seconds slower. Or 3 seconds, I don't know what it was, like 33 point something. I think it was like 33.4. So I think this might be a victim of the weird timer bug. This is either slow or a bit fast, but that's the general idea.